Yeah, take it away, team.
All right, yeah, so we're the Ohio Valley Lake Conservancy Biomonitoring Team. I'm Joe.
I'm Mike. I'm Ivan. I'm Chris.
And yeah. So the Ohio Valley Land Conservancy, OVLC, probably say it like that from now on. This is our mission statement. The Ohio Valley Land Conservancy is a community-based, nonprofit organization working with partners to permanently protect Ohio Valley for the benefit of current and future generations. And they really are about that. I mean, when you go out there, it's all about people hiking, the conservation of the land. Brian Sark back there, he knows more about the land. It's great. So these are some pictures from our first trip out. So when you get there, you park at the trailhead, and your first thing you see is the roaring Ventura River. And then we hiked back for a while. We got to some nice oak and groves, and you can see right here there's quite a bit of land, nature on the OVLC property. And one of those reasons is because it's adjacent to the Los Padres National Park, so a lot of that kind of comes and goes from their locations. And this is us kind of walking through the land with Brian right here, and he's just showing us a lot of the natural vegetation, geomorphologies, and some different processes. So yeah, our contact there is Brian. I mentioned a couple of times, but he's back there. And thank you for coming here. Appreciate it. So he's actually the executive director of OVLC. He's managed over 40 habitat restoration, conservation projects along waterways and trail routes. He's well qualified in these careers, I'm sure. And then, so for this project, we have goals. One is we want to track natural succession processes after fire and regression succession through photo points and citizen science, high naturals, which we'll be touching on for more later on. So what we're doing is kind of copying what Spring Fire, what National Park Service did with the Spring Fire. We're setting up photo points, different locations, and doing a time-lapse kind of photography project to track succession, see if we have any kind of changes in the natural habitat. And the end goal of this is to provide a story for OVLC and Brian to inform the public on what actually needs to be done after a fire, to let them know there is a natural seed bank there, and there is natural recovery processes that will take place. They don't need to go out and do a bunch of natural seed mix plantings and stuff. We want to do a natural restoration.
So the reason we're doing this is because, as we all know, Thomas Fire, or record-breaking fire. So it burned 281,000 acres. So 1,500 acres of the OVLC's 2,300 acres is burned to that, so more than half of their land. So they lost approximately 1,500 newly planted oak trees, as well as 3,000 plants in the restoration areas. So that's pretty much a whole bunch just burned to the ground. So right now, this is a 5-year project. So we won't see, we're still just basically starting off this whole thing. So we're just setting a framework. So right now we're probably in between these two right here. So we're just barely starting to get any pioneer species. So we're going to be taking pictures of the pioneer species first, and then so on. So we're going to get help from citizen science as well. And then we're going to eventually try to get to here after 5 years by students or volunteers that are going to have to come in later on.
Right, so a lot of information we're going to be using is from iNaturalist, and iNaturalist is a social network platform where users can just upload their findings, and not only that, but they can also search up other findings that other people have made in certain areas. And it's a pretty cool thing because it's all crowdsourced information, so you're going to get a variety of information. And that's pretty much it. It's extremely beneficial because, like I said, we're just going to find all sorts of information because people are going to go to the parks at different times of the day, different times of the week, So we're always going to see different animals and like different species of plants. So that's pretty much our naturalist. Okay, cool. And so this is a pretty short video just to get like a better idea what iNaturalist is, and like anyone can use it. It's free and oops, here.
You started over, Joe.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Installing iNaturalist app.
That's the wrong button.
Technology.
It's all good.
Hold on. There we go.
Empty it outside for the first observation. Here's how to do it. Any living thing, like a plant, animal, or fungus, can be an observation on iNaturalist. Once you find something you'd like to record, just tap observe and take a photo. You can review your picture, then hit next and it looks good. To identify it, pick what did you see? If you have an internet connection, iNaturalist will suggest 10 visually similar species and often a common ancestor. You can choose one of those or search for a species name. On this observation detail screen, you can add more photos of the same organism or write a new one. The date, time, and location are automatically added. You can also change the geoprivacy of the observation. Mark whether it's captured or cultivated, or add it to a project. Once you're finished, just hit share, and your observation will be uploaded for everyone to see and identify. That's it. Keep on exploring and share.
All right, and on that note, part of our study will be setting up test plots in front of these photo points where iNaturalist users can go and do up-close photography of the recovering plants, the pioneer species, and any new growth there.
So those photos that the people are going to be taking, they're actually going to send over to that email, and then we're going to create a database with all the pictures in order to create a time lapse.
So these are the 4 plots we identified. There's more than 4 on here right now, but these are the 4 plots we identified with Brian when we were in the field last time. And our next steps are to go into the field and install the signs, which Joe was so nice to create a rough draft for us of. I don't know if you guys want to pass it around or if you can see it well enough. Let's pass it around. So those are the rough steps of that. We're going to make 4 more. We're going to mount them to poles, and we're going to take them out of the field. We're going to seal the wood, and then we're going to go install them. We're going to pilot the tests of like make sure all the photos work. We're going to pilot the whole system, make sure that uploading the photos to the emails work. We're also going to run through photo transects that Brian had other students create and move through those. And hopefully everything goes well, and if Brian likes what we've done, we can put up more signs from him in the future to document if he wants to.
Yeah, and that is a rough draft, so it'll be cut down. This is a new version, kind of making the phone a little simpler, not just charred wood. But, yeah.
So you guys are going to create the, sorry, how? Done?
Done.
Yeah, okay, awesome. I didn't know so tell me about are you going to create the iNaturalist project working with OVLC? Is that
Yes.
going to be separate from the database of photo submissions that you're going to have to email them? And how are you going to sort of set that up and have it managed in the long term?
It will be. So the iNaturalist program, we're going to start a project. We created an email that can be passed to other people, whoever's been managing the project from there. And Brian's actually created, and their team created the email for the photo set. So it's two separate data sets, but he'll be able to mesh them together when he wants to. We won't be managing, well, I don't know yet, but we won't be managing the OVLC side of the email. it'll be on their side. I mean, I'm sure we'll have access to it, but it's kind of one of those things we're working out.
Other questions?
So the iNaturalist, there's like a way to make sure that all those photos are going to be together.
Yeah, it's all geo-referenced.
Yeah,
So we'll know
right.
that it's in the test.
But maybe there's like somebody who likes using iNaturalist and likes that location. How are we going to know, like, if they're in one of those not for test sites and they post something to the location, are we going to use that data, or is that...
If you're not in the test plot, you won't use it.
Right, but how would you know that with iNaturalist? Because the address of that location is the whole area, not those 4 test areas.
Right, but they're geo-referenced as far as the GPS points.
Okay.
As long as you turn on geo-reference sharing. That's the caveat.
Questions from?
Any more questions?
So are you guys going to develop separate like signs for the iNaturalist, like because I don't know.
No, so we're assuming anybody that's really interested knows what iNaturalist is. Because we can't set up a whole like instruction thing. We'll get with Brian to work on maybe the small instructions on the website itself, on Ovlcbio's website. We haven't really got that far yet.
So that is for the fire succession?
Yes,
As
that
well as
will
the
be
iNaturalist?
mounted. What? Sorry.
As well as the iNaturalist?
Yes, yes. So this will be like a marker. First, it'll be a template where you put your phone, take a set position photo, and then right in front of this will be the test photo. Be the 100 meter by 100 meter or however big your
Kind of what you saw for the example we had from the spring fire. That's what we're trying to get to. If you want to further get an exact species of plant.
I have another comment. This, my phone's already bigger than it, so if you were to cut a size to this,
Yeah,
it'd be an issue, so...
That's a rough draft.
Okay.
And we're just going to cut a hole for the camera.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
more like
So it
out
doesn't
there.
fall through. So it's always at the same plane, same area.
My camera's here, iPhone camera's here. So we're gonna have to...
Take care.
I just wanted to let you
No,
know.
I got it. Yeah, I know the cameras are in every single location. They're like different locations. But
Yeah.
we'll cut a big enough hole where I can't accommodate somebody with an iPad trying to take a picture.
I mean, the iPad camera is still the same size as the iPhone camera, so you
Yeah.
just have to have a hole big enough to shine your camera through.
Yeah.
Questions, sir?
Oh, the other thing you did, just put L-wrapping on top and just place them in.
Yeah, we would-
I don't know if like burning those is that big thing is like an issue or not, but.
Right, yeah, we saw that on the spring fire one, but we kind of want to have a little more control over the picture itself.
Okay.
Position. We'll see, we're going to do a test run and see if we can get the sign in the correct position to get the correct picture. If not, we'll have to go to something like that. But that'll be resolved in the next couple of weeks.
Cool, I know I said that we would hold off across the end. We'll hold off across to the end of this presentation. So great job, man.